We're getting closer to being able to tell you more about this, what it is, all of it. So, exciting things. It is illegal and it's false advertising to list a vehicle online for one price and then tell somebody, no, it's this price instead. All right, so this is kind of like a little bit nerve-wracking because we're pretty sure we found the one.
All right.
Very technical.
There we go.
Here.
Super technical.
All right, so we have been telling you guys in a lot of episodes that RV life for us was changing. We've alluded to some of the changes. We actually did it this time, and I really hope we're not going to regret this decision. So something that just has been a reoccurring theme for us, it feels like within the last year or two, is that what worked last year probably isn't going to be working this year. We have an ebb and a flow to how we've chosen to live RV life just for the needs of our family. We've got so many things that are coming up as far as just different mods and upgrades that we are going to be making to the RV and how we live RV life because of this very principle here.
So we've got a little bit of an interesting story about our vehicle purchase coming up here soon on the new Toad that we're in right now. We are on a mission.
Well, we should probably back up and talk about something that we've kind of mentioned in some of our prior episodes as far as our Toad, which has been our Jeep Wrangler, and it has been an amazing Toad. We got it because there's so many things positive about a Jeep Wrangler for flat towing, but we've kind of outgrown it. It's like a part of you that we have to say goodbye to, so kind of sad. In case that you are new to the channel or you're new to RVing and you're new to some of the RV jargon, so a Toad is what?
A toad is not a frog on the back of your RV. A toad is actually a tow vehicle that you tow behind a Class A, Class C motorhome.
Anything that's drivable, basically, where
Right.
you don't want to necessarily have to unplug or unhook your RV at your campsite to go use that to run into town. You bring another get-around car with you. All right, so this is kind of like a little bit nerve-wracking because we're pretty sure we found the one, the vehicle that will be replacing our beloved Jeep, but we are here at the dealership in Florida, and there's some things that we need to make sure are going to work with this particular vehicle to really just make sure that it's going to go into the neutral tow mode like it's supposed to. That's like the biggest thing, obviously, because everything in the dinghy towing guides is telling us that this is flat towable, but we have not had a chance to drive this vehicle yet to put it into neutral tow mode and make sure that it actually goes in and out of neutral tow mode the way it's supposed to. So we've got some questions that have to be answered before this thing can be signed, sealed, and delivered. But we're getting closer to finding this new to us vehicle. So let's go make sure that this is gonna work the way we think it will. Now, even though we recently had to upgrade our tow vehicle, one thing we will not need to upgrade anytime soon is our mattress from rvmattress.com, which is the sponsor of this video. One upgrade we made a few years ago was our Aurora Luxe hybrid mattress from rvmattress.com, and it has been great having a mattress that has all the comforts of home because, let's face it, this RV is home for us a good portion of the year. Now, their mattresses come rolled up in a box and wrapped in plastic, so the shipping process is super simple, but it's easy to get through the door of an RV because that can be an issue in and of itself if you're not careful. Now, when our mattress arrived, we brought it into the RV, unwrapped the plastic, and it quickly expanded. Now, we realize that many of you in the RV community might just be part-time RVers, so what about those times when you're not on the road? One thing we realized is that we were actually sleeping better here in our RV than when we were at our Glamper hideaway rental, so we went through brooklynbedding.com, which is RV Mattress's parent company, to get another mattress for the hideaway. Then we were enjoying that so much, we just went ahead, upgraded all of the mattresses at the hideaway to Brooklyn bedding so that when we are hosting our guests, we know that they're getting a restful night's sleep as well. One of the things that we love about RV Mattress as a company is that they have a factory in Arizona and they ship for free and come with a 10-year warranty. So we are set on mattresses for a very long time. And because we truly do want this channel to be a resource for you in the RV community, we only partner with sponsors that are able to give discounts to our viewers. And we've partnered with rvmattress.com for 25% off for our viewers. And you can learn more at rvmattress.com/grateful or visit the link in the description below. And a huge thanks to RV Mattress for their continued support of this channel.
And previously, we've used a Jeep Wrangler, which is probably one of the best tows for a smaller family or a couple because it's very simple, where you could just put it in neutral, it tows behind you, you can unhook it and take it off on many adventures. And we've done a ton with our Jeep and have a lot of memories with our kids and our family with our Jeep Wrangler.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ow!
Dad, not buckle.
I know.
I told you to go the other way. And you
I would
didn't
like to
listen.
go on the record that I said this was a bad idea. I think that you need to let a bunch of air out, but that's fine.
You're gonna go to this.
So see right here is where you want your transfer case to go so it doesn't hit any rocks. And then you want a tire to be up here.
You sure? 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel, Dad. Is it 4-wheel? Nope.
How's my case, transfer case, good?
I don't know.
You're okay for now.
And
So something to remember is that you can't just put any vehicle behind an RV with all 4 wheels on the ground and then tow that thing around behind an RV. There's a lot of nuances and specifics that have to fit certain criteria to even be able to tow that in that way with all 4 wheels on the ground. Now, when we first started RVing, we didn't flat tow.
No.
What did we do?
We dollied, and boy, do we regret that. The main reason is that we didn't like it is because when you get to the campground, there's a lot more things that you have to do. So one of them being is you have to find a place for the dolly, right? Not all campgrounds have places. Some do have dolly parking where you have to pull the dolly, which is a back-breaking experience, to the parking spot for said dolly.
Yep, and we've got a whole video that we did on this exact subject as far as why we ditched the car dolly and went with the flat tow. So we'll put that right up here, also a link in the description below on just more pros and cons of using a car dolly versus flat towing. The majority of them are flat towing if they're in a motorhome type of situation. And just because needs change, and we've been sharing with you guys about how our family needs have changed and that we were going to sell the Jeep and get something different. And so we'll share in just a little bit about why we chose what we chose and what we ended up with that we're in right now. So if you know, don't give it away yet, okay? Don't type it in the comments yet. Just wait. No spoiler alerts here, okay? But anyway, very interesting story. So we're going to talk in a few minutes about how we researched and we ended up with the specific make model that we wanted, but we found one of these for sale in the Central Florida area online. And so they had it listed on Auto Trader actually is how we first ran across it. And so we went down to the dealership to actually look at it. At first, I sent Ben down to go just like check it out, make sure it was there, whatever. Did you even see it when you got there?
I didn't see it. When I got there, he first of all said, no, we don't have this vehicle. I'm like, that's weird. Like, you guys have it on Auto Trader. There's no pictures, but usually that's because their system automatically puts it in when they get it in. And then he was like, let me go check with my manager. You probably heard that line before. So he goes to the back, and I guess he takes some pictures of the vehicle, and he comes back and he's like, yeah, we actually do have it in. And here's some pictures of it, and went through it. To be honest, I was trying not to look so excited because this is actually the color, the make, the exact thing I wanted. This is kind of the dad version of the truck that I wanted.
Ben was getting way more emotional about this decision than I was actually, and I was trying to be very calculated just because, you know, when you make a major purchasing decision, you just want to take the emotion out of it, because what you don't want to do is get so emotionally tied into something that then maybe you make a wrong decision and it's just not the right fit or the right deal or whatever. So anyway, long story short, we went down the next day together.
Oh no, first of all, he had told me that they basically didn't have a vehicle to sell me. So I couldn't look at it. They haven't gotten it off the lift to check through everything. So he would let me know the next day, you know, what the status was, you know, how much they're asking for it.
Which the thing is with him saying, we'll let you know how much we're asking for, it was listed online. Like, It's not like that this was some mystery thing, because we have a budget, and we have shared in prior videos that the way we handle our personal finances when it comes to vehicles, that we pay cash. We don't believe in going into debt for cars or our RV or anything with a motor. We don't go into debt for that. So we have a budget, we have an exact dollar amount we know we can spend, and we wouldn't have even gone down and shown interest in this vehicle if we knew it didn't fit within that budget. So that in and of itself was kind of like suspicious.
It was sus.
It was sus.
That's the new word these days.
Sus. It was very sus. We just went down there. The salesman recognized Ben from Ben having gone down the day before or whatever, but this time they put us with a different salesman. And so he drove the vehicle around. We looked at it. He said he couldn't let us test drive it because it hadn't been through their safety inspection, which we totally understand all of the logistics behind that. But then we went to sit down and talk numbers. And he presented us with a number that was like $6,000 or $7,000 more than what they had it listed online for. And then he gave us this whole song and dance about why that the price was this, and you know that
it's black book.
That their system just throws in random numbers and all of this. But then we're gonna jack up the price $6,000, but then we're gonna discount it $3,000 for you.
Well, thank you.
You know, for you today only kind of thing, right?
What a nice guy.
So anyway, I just had some serious questions in my head about this whole process, about this thing that they were using called black book value and things like that. So I looked at the salesperson and I said, I need to step outside and make a phone call. So I stepped outside and I called a family member we have that actually owns a used car dealership in another state. And I said, hey, this is our experience right now. This is what he's doing. And he goes, well, first of all, you can let him know that that's illegal. It is illegal and it's false advertising to list a vehicle online for one price and then tell somebody, no, it's this price instead. And so the salesman came out within 5 minutes, I think, after I'd walked outside and made this phone call. And I called him on it. And I basically told him, I said, this is illegal. Like, what you're doing is illegal. Like, the price is what you have it listed for online. And then the interesting thing was the price that they originally had it listed for online, Ben and I pulled it up like that minute, and it had gone up by $1,000 online. Shenanigans. But long story short, we were able to get the vehicle for the price that they had it listed. All right, we're getting closer. So we did go for a test drive with the salesperson. It goes in and out of neutral tow mode the way it's supposed to. We verified that it was in 100% in neutral, so we are good on the flat towing. Still have to get it set up to flat tow, so more to come on that soon. We actually did have them do a little bit of work in the shop. And we paid for that work to be done. It was a minor amount because they were already doing some other work anyway.
So we're super grateful about this upgrade. This is a huge upgrade of a Toad compared to the Jeep Wrangler that we had. Just in terms of seating capacity, the size of the vehicle, the cargo capacity, this thing has way more room to bring stuff along, whether it's e-bikes or scooters or any camping chairs.
Or just
Things
groceries. Like, I can't tell you the struggle with just trying to fit all of us in the Jeep plus a dog and then adding groceries in there as well. It just, we really had outgrown that and we needed an upgrade. And so we're super thankful that this is what we were able to upgrade with. And we are going to share what it is and give you a big reveal here towards the end. But we want to talk a little bit about research and how do you make sure that you're getting the right vehicle, whether it is a vehicle that you're planning on flat towing or if this is a truck or an SUV that you're looking at purchasing to be able to tow a travel trailer, fifth wheel, or a towable RV. There's so much that is super important to know before that you make that purchase, because what you don't want to do is find out later that you purchased the wrong vehicle. When we were researching and we were looking at, okay, we know we need something larger. We know we need something just with more interior room and space for our family, just
Right.
as our family people, our kids are getting to be like more adult size versus kid size. So what we did is we went on to the dinghy towing guides and we looked, because our criteria when we purchase a vehicle,
There's certain years of vehicles that are better than others. So this 2017 was probably one of the best years of this vehicle.
but also that was compatible for flat towing, because the other thing that you can find that's interesting is that some model years for a vehicle might not be able to be flat towed, and then
Right.
maybe other model years for that same vehicle are able to be flat towed depending upon how the powertrain and the transfer
Yeah.
case and things like that are set up. And then even then, some vehicles have to have a very specific type of transfer case. So like in this particular scenario, this vehicle had to have a very specific type of transfer case that it was equipped with, or else it would not have that neutral tow mode.
Yeah, and basically what that means is that this one needed to have a 4 high and 4 low option, 4-wheel drive. Any of the 2-wheel drive options would not work. You cannot tow them.
So we'll put link in the description below for the dinghy towing guides. Pretty much the Roadmaster dinghy towing guide is like our go-to when you're looking, because they give lots and lots of different various years. The other thing too is obviously the owner's manual in any given vehicle. The owner's manual is always your friend to be able to just get more information. But let's talk real fast about how the salesman at the dealership, when you go to purchase either a vehicle that you're flat towing, or if you go to purchase a truck SUV that you want to tow a vehicle, like a trailer, an RV with, fifth wheel, whatever, travel trailer, they're not going to be your best resource for information on if this vehicle is going to be equipped the way you need it to be equipped to be able to handle what you're needing for it to handle.
We told the sales guy that we needed a vehicle that was able to be flat towed. And right away he's like, oh yeah, you know, this can be flat towed. It actually has some things on the front of the vehicle that allows it to be flat towed. So like, oh,
Well,
really?
no, he told us that it was already equipped to be flat towed because it had a plug on the front. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. You're telling me it has the wiring already on it to be flat towed? Like somebody else was already flat towing it? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, the plug's right at the front.
Let's go look.
So we get out and we look, and the plug at the front he was referring to is a plug to plug in a block heater. It has nothing to do, like, it has the hooks anyway. We will be getting this set up. We've got to get this set up to be flat towed. So there'll be a video coming soon on that.
Okay, so really the moral of the story of all of this in this video is to do your own research.
Well, the biggest thing is that unless that you are an RVer, there's so many complexities to this lifestyle that people just don't understand unless that you've been living this lifestyle or you have lived this lifestyle. And so nobody's gonna care like you do, right? That's like why we actually have said in a lot of our videos, we are not advocates of the random guy that comes up and tries to help you back into your campsite, because nobody's gonna really care about your RV and your either truck that you're towing with or your SUV, whatever it is. Like, you are. And so doing your research, making sure that that vehicle that you're choosing, if you're choosing a truck to tow a fifth wheel, whatever it is, that it is got the capacity to be able to handle the weight, just everything. There's so many nuances. And you just want to make sure that you get this decision right, because like vehicles are not cheap. Like this is, you know, I mean, tens of thousands of dollars that you put into a vehicle, and you don't want to make a mistake of that proportions. You know, I mean, mistakes with zeros on the end are not the mistakes you want to be making.
Right. Yeah. Even when it comes to buying the vehicle, like go in knowing your budget of what you can spend. And when you get there, don't talk about payments. Try to get the out the door price, cash price of the vehicle. And don't talk about anything when it comes to payments.
And the other thing is that we do want to tell you, we've got a ton of stuff in the works that we are so excited about that is going to be happening like really quick here, like within the next couple of months. So you do want to make sure that you've hit that subscribe button, and also make sure that you're getting emails from us. We send out emails just once a week, and they keep people updated, don't they? Ben actually does all of our emails. And so what's the kind of stuff that is in our email?
Yeah, so basically we will share with you the latest video that we have on the channel. So every Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we do send that out. And then we also include any related, you know, events going on. Like, for example, we do have the Tampa Super Show coming up. Let us know if you guys are going to be going to that. We'll let you know for sure if we are. And when we get there, you know, we'd love to see you.
And we've got some other stuff that I'm so excited about, but I'm not going to spill the beans.
Yes.
So just suffice it to say, you want to be in the loop as to what's going on. So you definitely want to subscribe and make sure that you're getting our emails.
You don't want to tell them what's going on?
Nope.
Why?
I'm going to keep it a secret.
Oh, man.
Keep it a secret.
That's harsh. This is a pretty big thing, though.
All right, so here it is, 2017 Ford Expedition EL. And we feel super blessed that we were able to find an EL model, because basically what that does is it gives us more cargo capacity, but also with that third row seat. Let me tell you, something that we've wanted to be able to do is that when we have friends that we run into at the campground, to be able to put everybody into one vehicle to go do something. We were never able to do that with the Jeep because we had just enough seats for our family, maybe one extra, but here it is.
All right, well, that's it. Yay! It is.
There's acorns in the roof.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Guys are just more excited about cars than girls. I don't know. And that's probably just a stereotype that's not true. I just maybe don't. That's just me. It's just a personal preference, probably. So there's this quote on the wall that says, "Success does not come by imitation." And my brain immediately said intimidation instead of imitation. And I thought that's such a strange quote to have.
Okay, say goodbye.
Aww. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. And it sold very, very quickly, so high demand.
Yep, it is.
Oh,
Bye.
goodbye, Jeep. Oh. Feels kind of empty without the Jeep now.
I know.
So I guess this will sit where the Jeep used to for right now.
Yep.
And we'll get it set up. So we know this is a little bit different style of video. You'll have to let us know, do you prefer this style of video where we just kind of come and chat, or do you prefer our other more tutorial style videos? Let us know. What is it that you would like to see more of? And if we don't see you at the campground, out on the road,
We'll see you in the next video.
that we will.